we got a special guest on the show today. It's Adam Morey with RealMass Studios. He's going to tell us a little bit about where the studio's been, what it's been doing, and his upcoming project. So why don't you tell us what the studio's been?
Bryan, first off, thank you so much for having me here. It's been a long time. I love Bryan McFarland. Yeah, we'll get right to the point. Thank you. RealMass Studios, as you know, used to be RealMass Productions. Bryan here did a lot of work for us, excellent marketing skills, able to get the name out there and all the projects we were working on. We took a new direction, took a year off, went down south, reformatted, took some time to write. We brought aboard a couple of production companies to team up with us, and we're working on a thriller feature film right now called Hickory Drive. It happened in a small town just like I grew up and you grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the trailer. I did see the trailer. That was
yes.
Really good. Can't wait to see the full feature film. Hey, let's take a beer break. Got some White Lion here.
Oh, look at these.
It's a local brew. Really, really good stuff. This is their Session IPA, 4.7 ABV. Very, very good stuff. So
I love a good IPA, Bryan.
Yep.
I do. Thank you so much. It was quite a drive. I'll tell you, this will really cure the parchment there, the parched throat. Cheers. Oh, okay. I'm just going to go.
So I heard you brought a guest with you, Adam. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your guest?
Yes, I did. Okay, I did bring someone that's playing in the movie. We have a well-seasoned actor. We're super stoked to have him on board. His name is John Maturo. He's going to be playing the father in Hickory Drive, the thriller. But you know, let's bring him in and let's ask him about the project.
All right. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your character?
Character is a real exciting character. It's something that I think that I model pretty well. Plays the father in the movie. I've had experience with that. I don't have actual kids of my own right now, but I was, involved in a relationship where the girl had kids, and I had to be the daddy for a little while. So I think I could take on that part pretty well. I've had the personal experience to do that.
I felt the same way. That's why we casted him. I felt like he could relate to the role, relate to the part.
Yeah, I think that's like can you see yourself in a position where you could bring that passion to the character and be that character? I absolutely do think so.
Obviously, John, can't say too much about the story. Okay, we're not filming it yet, so we have to keep things kind of hush hush. But yeah, so it is a thriller. Okay, the genre is thriller. It's got a little bit of Nicholas Sparks' kind of love story attached to it throughout the film, which is really cool. It leaves with a tearjerker at the end, which is awesome in my opinion. We have to cater to the ladies as well. It does have that Spielberg kind of suspense. Stanley Kubrick films, if you watch them, we were inspired a lot by him and his projects on this one. Dan McNulty, our director, Dan, awesome guy, right?
Yeah, great guy.
Dan McNulty, he stepped it up in the last year, really wanted to be a director. He was inspired by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Leonardo DiCaprio. He worked with them on several projects, just as an extra and a day player and a PA, and he picked up a lot on movie sets and process and filming. So we're really happy to have Dan aboard on the project. I can't say too much about it. All I can say is stay tuned. The movie is on IMDb, Hickory Drive. You can follow progress on there, Bryan. Viewers at home can as well. But John, I did bring John here because I wanted to talk a little bit more about the character Bryan. You can tell the audience if you want a little bit more about your character.
So, like you said, Adam, it's still in production and it hasn't even started to film yet. But and I'm sure things will evolve, characters will evolve, and the story will come together a lot. But from what I know already, this character is a Alan Thicke kind of character, and he's got that kind of educated, happy persona. The family is a good family unit. I know that the beginning parts when I was being cast and talking to Adam early on in the program, he was sending me different people. And one of the things I respected from a director was that, can you see yourself with this girl? And are you paired up well? And is this the kind of person that you would typically date? And that was interesting to me because he's almost creating a big part of the story is the family unit. When
I wrote this story, I was inspired on a true event that happened in a small town, an awful tragedy, as you know, Bryan. But all the characters in the story, I know them personally, inside and out. I grew up with them, I live with them, I work with them currently. I mean, they're not the same names, not the same people, in the story. I mean, you'll never know who they are, but I'll know who they are. And I felt John fit the role of Bryan very well. I know Bryan in my life, and John is a good fit for that. Every character in here is named and used from a real life scenario. That's something that I lived or worked with throughout my life. So I hold them close, and I'm connected with them in a way. So when I feel somebody works for the role, I want them to look at the wife, the people that are auditioning to be the wife. And I want there to be some natural attraction, some chemistry there, because it has to work. You know, we don't want them to try to fake it. We want it to be natural.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the soundtrack that is going to be on the film?
The soundtrack, I don't want to speak too soon, but we do have Timmy Brown, his hit single A Little Bit, and a couple other songs. He's given us permission, tentatively given us permission to use them in the movie. And we have a bronze medal global award winner, musical composer, Jake Dijak. He did score the trailer, won multiple awards. He's out of Boston. He's agreed to work on the project. We're working with another production company as well. It's teamed up. This will be a full-out studio production. What do they call it? Spare no expense. Okay, the budget, probably about $150,000 for this one. Should be decent. We don't want to make it a crummy little independent film. We want to have music. We want it to be scored correctly. We want the scenes to go quickly and keep you gravitated, keep your attention. You know, you've noticed that a lot over the years, old movies in the 80s like Jaws and It, and The Goonies. I mean, those movies were awesome. We loved them, but they were so slow. The suspense was drawn out slowly, and then the plot thickened. And then okay, something happens, and then it happens. Now you look at remakes of those classics, It, for example, and it's like something's going to happen. Oh, it's coming, and then boom, it happens, and something else happens, and boom, 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 it happens. So, yeah. But we have three key elements. We have the love story between a boy and a girl. We have the thriller aspect where tragedy strikes. And we also have take-home. There's an emotional take-home in this, and I can't reveal that yet. You'll have to find out and pay attention.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about Megan Hay?
Megan Hay. Awesome actress. Awesome. She's going to college out in Boston. This is her debut role. She's never acted in anything before.
Why the title? Why now?
I was trying to find most movies that you see have 3 words in them, and I was trying to find something that just kind of felt like you were taking a drive, like you were going for a ride. Like it's an adventure, a ride that you're getting on. You put the quarter in the carousel, up on you go. No, but Hickory Drive, it has that like woodsy, kind of dark, mystical kind of feel to it. Like you're out in the country and drive, like you're driving. I don't know. It seemed to fit. I want something very simple for this movie. And Hickory Drive has a lot to do with the film. When you do watch the movie, you're going to understand that Hickory Drive. It's a special place. It holds near and dear to a couple of families. No, I decided to start writing. Honestly, as an actor, I mean, you've been in the media, you've worked in production before, and you have as well. And you can everyone can understand. We've all worked with people that don't have the same vision and the same goal. I've worked on multiple projects throughout my past, and I can't tell you how many times one person, a director, or a producer, or a writer, or an editor, or a cinematographer, someone just sabotages the whole project because they have that artistic vision in their head. They want everything to be just so. They don't want it to be scored. They don't want that kind of music. They don't want it to be that fast paced. They don't want to make it cinematic for people to watch. They want to make it for them to watch. And it's like Joe Dirt said. It's not about you. It's about the consumer. Snakes and sparklers are cool, but you got to have the who's good and who's good ends, more or less.